when Lion
Yeah,
Fight was popping, we were going to Connecticut all the
all the
time.
time.
We drove Spanky up there the one time. Y'all know about Spanky,
They don't
bro.
know about
They
Spanky,
don't
boy.
know about the two
They don't know
seater.
about the
You know what I'm
smart car,
saying? The
Spanky
smart car
Smarts.
on a bitch. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Spanky
Oh,
Sparks.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, we went everywhere.
I'm like, I'm in here every day, no matter what. I'm doing my job. I'm making sure I'm here for my fighters. Like we showed up. We did everything we're supposed to do. I like fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I got 30 pairs of swim trunks. You never been in the ocean, Joe Rogan. And yeah, it was just funny.
yeah.
Um,
I
but I
remember that,
had no
man.
idea what I was gonna be able to accomplish, you know,
Yeah.
and you believed in me, so I always appreciated that, you know.
Hey, man. Look, I remember the first real serious conversation we had outside of little brother, outside of
Yeah,
music.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, yo, man, I'm thinking about doing this shit. He was like, hey, how'd you put it? I'm trying to remember the exact words. He was like, I tell you what, you put in the time, whatever work you put in, I'm gonna put it in with you.
Yeah.
Let's just see where it go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I roll. I mean, I still do that to this day. If you'll put in your time, I'll put in my time too, you know.
But
Yeah,
man, you on the
they
roll.
keep copying everything I do. So, you know what I'm saying? They're just a little late. They're a little late with it, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what I mean?
You stupid, man. You stupid. Okay, go ahead, Jay.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead on
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean,
yes.
y'all don't paint pictures, y'all trace me.
Man, look at the setup, man. You got the Spider-Man going on back there.
Yeah, yeah, I got my shit. You know what I'm saying? I got fucking this guy Sanford Green is like my favorite artist. He did the Wu Tang joint,
Yeah, yeah,
that Spider Verse joint, that Doctor Doom shit in the back, and
yeah,
then uh 50 years of hip hop joint too.
yeah.
So I gotta get a different frame because part of it's fucking cut off. But
Man, it look good. It look good to me.
bro, he's so tight, man. My he's like he's like one of my dream guests. So I'm speaking it into existence. I'm gonna get him on here one day.
Yeah,
I
he
just
gonna be
keep
on there.
the whole thing fucking is like all Sanford Green. There's like so much artwork out there of his that I'm just like I just keep on buying stuff up because it's just he's just my favorite guy, you know.
Man, hey, that's how you do. You keep supporting. You know, they'll come around. They'll come around.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
What's good with you, man?
Man, you know, making it do what it do, like I always do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Getting ready to come out that way, man, for this kick off everything, like I was telling you about, man. I'm excited about that shit, boy.
Hell yeah. Well, let's Kate. Let me kick this thing off for you real quick. Go ahead.
Am
You
I
got
good?
some?
Can you see me? Am I good?
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
cool?
You're perfect. Everything in
All right,
frame. Everything looks
all
good.
right, all right. Yeah.
Actually, matter. Hold on one sec. Let me grab my Let me grab some real quick. Let me grab my hat real quick.
All right.
My hair looks crazy right now.
There it is.
Here it is. Got him. Got him.
Got it.
Got him a hat. All right.
How the show been going, man? Been kicking ass?
You know, it's going slow. But you know what though? Like last time I did it and I was all into it. We had some big people who kicked it off with you
Yeah.
and it was doing okay. And then but I you and me are the same. We gotta do shit big, like you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
forget sometimes that like you
Yeah.
gotta build some shit up too, you know? So
Yeah, yeah, sometimes you gotta crawl for you walk, but man, we just been wanting to jump out there and get it done because
yeah,
in our minds we see the end product and we
the
want
end
to get there
product.
now. You
Right.
know?
And
Yeah,
it's hard, man. So it's hard sometimes, and not to get discouraged.
yeah,
And you're like me in the same way of like, something else where I'm like, oh, I might be able to do this a little faster, so I'm gonna jump over to this, and then I'll circle back to that, and then like, you know
yep,
what I'm saying? Like,
yep,
so
yeah, yeah.
I'm
We
trying
need
to,
help. We
I'm
need
trying to
help.
stay, yeah, God. So I'm trying to stay away from that. On this time, like, I made, with everything all this crazy stuff that happened last year, I feel like I started looking at time a little bit differently and
Yes, Lord.
and and started thinking a little bit more about like, man, had if you'd have started this a year ago, you'd be here now. You know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah,
trying to just remember that and with this one, like I'm committed. I'm gonna for a year, for 52 weeks. I'm gonna upload episode. If it does 5 views, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna upload every week. Not it's gonna be up by 9 a.m. on Wednesday every week, no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Even if I gotta like on a week where for some reason I don't have a guest, like I'm just gonna get on this bitch and just talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I'm gonna put an episode out every week for 52 weeks, and because I
discipline,
I know that's the like that's YouTube's thing. Like you're like that's how you're supposed to get into the mix of the algorithm. At some point, you got to upload for a year, and eventually they'll start suggest like after the year, they're supposedly start suggesting something. But I'm like either way, like a year in, I gotta have some fucking momentum. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so.
For sure, man. I think you will. I think you will. And like you said, it's just staying disciplined about it all. That's all.
Mhm.
Yep.
And getting the right people on, and then
So
I think like I right now in the world the most valuable currency is your audience. Like that's like, and it's been going in that direction since since social media uh
yeah,
took off, obviously. But um it's like really, you know what I mean? Like now,
yeah.
I remember watching a podcast with Theo Vaughn and Andrew Schultz. I don't know if you're familiar
Comedian.
with them guy, the
Yeah,
comedian, yeah.
yeah. Cause Shaw
And
Andrews was fucking crazy. He's
Andrew's funny as
hilarious.
shit. So Theo, bro, if you're not up on Theo, check Theo out because he's
All right.
like and he's got a cool story because he's from Louisiana,
Yeah.
white dude, hilarious, like reminds me of me, just real fucking random. Like he's always like, man, when I was growing up, we had a dude that used to pay us $4 to look at his butthole, like just random. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah, 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 just
Cool.
like crazy ass shit. You know what I mean? And you're like, it can't all be true, but it's just he'll just kind of riff
Yeah.
off of it,
Yeah, it's
and
silly. Silly as hell.
he a lot of people, a lot of like Rogan has him on all the time. And he makes the other comedians die laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like they all fuck with. And he had Drewski on. He had Drewski on a while back, and Drewski he was telling Drewski that he got this Cat Williams statue. He was like, "Hey, I got this Cat Williams statue in my house." And he was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, I got that thing from Ross or something like that." And they cut to a clip of him carrying it, and it was just like a black nutcracker. It was like, but it was like life size. You know what I'm saying? He had the, and then he's like, "Bro, that's a black nutcracker." And he's like, "No, that you can't tell me that's not Cat Williams." You know what I'm saying? He's just real random. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And
yeah.
then I forget how then he started talking about him Cat being on Joe Rogan, and he was like, yeah, Cat Williams was like, how you got 30 pairs of how you got 30 pairs of swim trunks, you never been in the ocean, Joe Rogan. And yeah, it was just funny so then Theo had Cat on, and he knew all that shit. He was like, do the thing with the 30, and he thought it was funny and shit. So
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah.
uh circling way back to my point, now that you know a little bit about Theo Vaughn.
It's all good. Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
him and Andrew Schultz. I'm like, these are two of the guys that just crack me up, and I really like both of their podcasts. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put this shit on. I'm about to be dying laughing, and they got into some like real shit, almost like the whole way through. And one of the things that Andrew has done really good at like taking off in this space, like with YouTube and like
yeah,
social
yeah,
media
yeah.
and stuff like that, and even did hit that first big special of his. He ended up pulling back from Netflix and then just selling it to like millions of people. Like he got so all that money went straight to him. Just
Hey, he went indie. He's indie.
yeah, and it's just like you start like he was saying like you don't need to the times have changed, like where you don't need to like have a special on Netflix, or you don't need to get a show on HBO, like
Right
because he
here.
was saying Theo, Theo's got millions of subscribers and stuff too. He's like, you did it, you're already here, and then
Yeah,
I think there's just that measure of success. So
yeah.
anyways, it just got me really thinking of like, man, like
You
it
can
if
do
you
it. It
put
can
the
be
work
done.
in here and you build your audience, like uh like the Nelk boys and and all these other YouTube like Logan, Paul, Jake Paul, like, and then like you look at what they did here, and then how they parlayed that into all these other things that they
Yeah,
really
it's
wanted
a
to
it's
do.
it's a
Crazy.
it's a gateway. It's a gateway
Yeah.
to doing all the other stuff you want to do. Because
Yeah.
once you get on, like the world is your oyster then. Because now you're known for this, but then your followers, you can take your followers anywhere you want to take them in what
Yeah, if you
direction.
got a million people watching your YouTubes there, and you're gonna
Yep.
say, "Hey, I got a fight coming up, and it's gonna be on pay-per-view,"
Oh
like
yeah,
you now
yeah,
you got maybe guaranteed 300K pay-per-view buys.
easy.
That's big numbers. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
easy. Yeah,
Yeah. So
I
yeah,
feel you though. I feel you.
I think that's the and just as well as anybody in this, what the fight game, man. If you have that going for you too, like you get so much more opportunities.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've been trying. You were
Sure.
like one of the few people who really worked it on your end when you were fighting and stuff like that, and still continue to do so.
Yeah,
And it's such a valuable tool, and I feel like it's as much as we all use it, it's still hard to get people on
yeah.
on top of their game. You know
It
what I mean?
is too. Yo, I wanna before we I don't even know if we probably already on the show or whatever, but look,
Yeah,
you don't get enough credit. I've told myself I was gonna say this, and it need to be said, bro. You don't get enough credit for what you've done for like bringing people together when it comes to not even Muay Thai, just combat sports in general. Like I
yeah,
remember where it wasn't cool to go to other gyms and like it was beef. Like, you know
yeah, yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Now spar wars, yo. Everybody comes to get like, but I never saw that before getting
yeah.
mixing in with you and level up, man, like taking off with you and stuff like that. So I wanted to put this because I know this is gonna go out there, but man, people need to really give you your flowers on that,
I
especially on
appreciate
these.
it.
I know a lot of people, it's now starting to get train, train with your people, get better by training other gym, but nobody was really doing that shit. Back,
No,
I didn't, and now
yeah,
it's the norm. It's becoming the
yeah,
norm now. And I
yeah.
always, it's like it's nothing to see gyms going to other gyms and you know and training, but man, I never saw that before.
Mm-mm.
You push for that on the East Coast with the East Coast Muay Thai stuff you was
Yeah,
doing and all of that stuff, man. So kudos to you for that, Jay. Real talk,
I
and
appreciate it.
real talk, bro. That I think about that all the time. Every time I see people, or I see something about a gym going somewhere else, I'm like, man,
Come on, son.
yeah. I'm like, you weren't
Yeah.
doing that shit.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Oh,
it's awesome to see, and I feel like it's obviously elevated the sport because people are getting better faster, and you're
fuck
seeing
yeah.
higher level people and stuff. So it had to have had some kind of effect.
Yeah,
Uh,
man. And it wasn't even, and you didn't even do it on purpose. You just did it because it's just fucking the great thing to do to get your fighters better. Like in order,
yeah,
that it was genuine. Like it
for
wasn't like,
us,
oh,
yeah,
it ain't like, oh, I'm gonna start this movement and just so everybody can get, no, motherfucker, I need to do it so we can get this work. Fuck it,
right,
go there. We go where the work
yeah,
at. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And
yeah,
then it's like,
absolutely.
yeah, you start building connections and stuff like that. So, yo, real talk for that. Salute to you for that,
I
man.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
I appreciate
yeah,
that. Well, you guys were such a big part of it, having we had such an awesome group of people to start with, and we came, for those of you guys don't know, I started training Luther at another gym called Crazy 88, and then he came
yeah.
with me. He it wasn't like this at all, but it kind of felt like um uh
I feel like you about to say something silly right
what's
now.
the fucking Jerry Maguire. I was like, who's coming with me? You know what I'm saying? But I
It
didn't do
wasn't
that
like that
shit
at
at all.
all.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah,
like that at
yeah.
all. But Luther was the one that was like, I'm coming with you.
Out the door,
So
straight
yeah,
up.
he
I'm like,
came.
where you going? No secret.
And I remember being surprised, like, because I was like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I knew, I knew that where we were at the time was not working the way that I wanted to work. And even like we're talking about the cross training, like we weren't allowed to do that. And all
Exactly.
the other gyms were our enemies and all this shit. And it's just like, I don't know, it felt like we weren't going anywhere, and we weren't going anywhere. So,
Yeah.
um,
I
but I
remember that,
had no
man.
idea what I was going to be able to accomplish,
Yeah.
you believed in me, so I always appreciated that.
Hey man, look, I remember the first real serious conversation we had outside of little brother, outside of
Yeah,
music.
yeah, yeah,
I was like, yo, man, I'm thinking about doing this shit. He was like, hey, how'd you put it? I'm trying to remember the exact words. He was like, I tell you what, you put in the time, whatever work you put in, I'm gonna put it in with you.
yeah,
Let's just see where it go.
yeah. Yeah, that's how I roll. I mean, I still do that to this day. If you'll put in your time, I'll put in my time too. Whatever
Yeah,
whatever you put in, you'll get out of me in
yeah,
return. And
yeah,
I think that's fair. I think that that's how business in general should operate. I think it
yeah,
should never be too much of one person. It should always be like,
yeah.
a consideration on both sides, and then it'll last a long time.
Yeah, and I remember you going to the owners of the previous gym trying to get us to go over to certain gyms, and they'll always shoot you down, shoot your ideas.
Everything. You know what I'm
But you
saying?
know what? But you know what? Hey man, it is what it is. Things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
Look at all the relationships you formed and
Mhm.
forged since then, bro. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? By stepping out on your own, having your own mindset and stepping out on your own. And it's been a great thing for you, man. I think you're doing a good job. Keep it up, bro. Keep it
I
up.
appreciate it. I'm trying, man. I'm
Yeah.
trying.
Nah,
I
you ain't
and
trying.
I'm
You ain't trying. You ain't trying. You doing.
I
You
appreciate it.
you
I
doing.
appreciate it.
You
I,
doing. It's
and
a
I, it
difference.
is it is interesting to see like sometimes I'll look, see what they're doing over there, and I'm like, man, come on. Yeah. But you know what though? I also um it's also interesting to think about, in a way. I kind of force them to level up too, because to to not necessarily keep up with me, but to, in a way, like they had to change all that stuff too. They had to start cross training with people and doing
So
all the stuff that I was doing, because it was like, otherwise you're like, well, people are gonna be like, well, how come
stuff
we
in
don't
its
do that?
cross.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
So
So
you got the ball rolling momentum wise in that motion.
yeah,
And then everybody now, man, if you don't get different looks, I mean, I know people was, sneaking in training with other stuff before that.
right,
It wasn't as like vast and drastic as it is now. Whole entire gyms showing up
right, 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 right,
to,
right. Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
It
That's a big
wasn't like that. It
difference.
was one or two people going over to spar,
Right,
back and forth. But yo, when you pack up your whole fight team and then go over there and clash with another fight team and then take a picture and hug and talk shit afterwards and chill and stuff like that, you can't get no better than that, yo. It elevates the
yeah,
whole fight game. Like, you
absolutely.
know what I'm saying? When those people
It's
go,
fun too.
yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
makes it fun.
Oh, yeah, man. Anyway, all right, man. I just wanted to give you a shout out for that, bro, because I don't hear it enough. And every time I think about that, I'm like, I need to tell Jay that,
Yeah.
being that I got in the game all late, that was one of the first things that I noticed, about you and and the way you do things, man. So
I
again,
appreciate it.
salute, bro.
Yeah, and it's interesting. It's interesting to actually, like, I so my life motto now is, what do I know? That's like, or I don't even know if that's not my motto. I guess that's like my tagline almost.
A
Cause
little mantra or something. Yeah,
yeah, cause I just
yeah,
be like, bro, I'm telling you, if people would just fucking listen to me, like,
sometimes, yeah,
things would I feel like things would move so much faster. Like, we're always like a year behind on the shit, because like, if back then they would have just listened and like, let us cross train, let us do some of this, let us fight, because they weren't even trying to really let us fight like that. They were letting us do the smokers over there. And I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna just go open a place where I can do all the shit that I'm telling you that we should be doing. And then it was like, I did it. But then,
yeah,
and then they did it, and they had success and we had success, and it's like, man, but we could have, like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I had
Well,
to restart and do all that shit over. It's crazy.
so this might be the old head in me talking, but to people like that, to their defense, change is scary sometimes, bro. Like
Hmm.
like when everybody's doing it in a formulated way,
Yeah,
and it's working per se, or it has worked in the past, or
yeah,
greats have came from that, greats have informed from that same way. You kind of don't want to, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type thing.
yeah,
But sometimes you got to be like, you got to step outside the norm and just be like, you know what? Hey man, let's step this. You can't be scared to try new shit, you know,
Right.
pretty much. But anyway,
Well, they didn't even have any data though, because we weren't fighting. So they didn't even have nothing to stand on and be like,
that's
well,
true. That's
you've
true.
been
That's
winning fights this way all this time. I'm like, we're not doing shit, you know? Like, I'm like,
well,
we can't even go spar with other people to can see like what level we actually are, and we're
well,
not fighting. Like the shit just made no sense. Like, and
well,
then
you
they
know
had,
that.
you know, like I said, they had to make those adjustments to,
Yeah. Well,
you know.
the parent gym there, the parent gym was doing good. The name of the parent gym.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
That's
why.
true.
That's probably so. That's
Yeah,
why.
that's true.
Yeah. So.
But they cross train though. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? They do it. You know what I mean? They have people. They have people come out there. You know, mostly people coming there. They don't always go other places, but
Yeah.
they still did it. You know,
Yeah.
so whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, things worked out for us. Things
Yeah,
work,
man.
continue to work out for them.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. But
yeah,
man, you on the
they keep
roll.
copying everything I do. So, you know what I'm saying? They're just a little late. They're a little late with it, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what I mean?
You stupid, man. You stupid. Okay, go ahead, Jay.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead on
You know
to
what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean,
yes.
y'all don't paint pictures, y'all trace me. Yeah,
Mhm.
man. So what's going on down there, brother? How's things in Texas?
Man, things are great. The family's
Yeah.
loving it. I never
Yeah.
in a million years, I say this to everybody, I never in a million years thought I'd be living in fucking Texas.
Right.
Uh, I'm gonna be honest, I ain't know shit about Texas.
Yeah.
Before we came to visit my wife, all I knew about Texas was tumbleweeds and white folks.
Yeah.
And,
Guns.
yeah, yeah, and the pride. I knew Texas got
Right.
pride, you know, but
Yeah.
bro, I can't tell you I couldn't have been more wrong.
Yeah.
Um, the area that I live in, bro, is super diverse.
Hmm.
Um, it's clean.
Yeah.
Everybody's fucking nice.
Hmm.
Guns. I like
Yeah.
guns, you
I
know?
like guns too. Yeah.
yeah.
I fuck with
So
that.
no issues, man. This is just the Houston is so big and vast, and just this Houston area alone.
Yeah.
When I say Houston area, I mean because you can be in Houston and drive for 2 hours and still be in Houston. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's
ridiculous,
crazy.
bro. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's crazy. It's that big, yo. I don't know why. They should just divide this shit up to be
They're
like,
just like, man, fuck it. It's still Houston. Yeah.
we don't feel like renaming
This
it.
state too big. It's just gonna be Houston until it ain't Houston no more. Fuck that.
yeah, but but nah, man, everything's cool. Y'all took up welding.
Yeah, that's dope.
I love it, man. It's very therapeutic. I've been doing it since last year. I'm still in school for it. I graduate in August. I'll be a certified
Gangster.
welding welding machine up in this bitch. You know.
Right. What's the plan? Do you have plans with like are you gonna try to like do some work or just like
Oh,
personal or
for
yeah.
myself, just for me. It's just for
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
I just
Yeah.
want to be certified when I do it. I don't want to be somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, I know how to do this, but I want to be.
Right.
I got that paperwork behind me. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but my biggest project that I've done so far for somebody outside of school is so one of my neighbors, tell you what, he used to play for the Carolina Panthers.
Uh-huh.
He has a golf cart, and he wanted a bumper put on his golf cart.
Oh shit.
So I fabricated a bumper. I welded
Damn.
it on there, and I had one of my other neighbors who knows how to weld. He came over and helped me do it, and I did it all right here in my garage, bro. He brought his golf cart over here. We put that shit on there, mounted it up, and got paid. That was my first little gig. He gave me a couple of dollars for it,
Yeah.
and bro, it was great, man. I did it all myself, pretty much, with
Yeah.
my neighbor's help, But yeah, but everything's going good. The family's good. Uh, Texas is Texasing.
Man.
yeah,
Yeah, going to into the welding a little bit, man. That's like people have never done it before. It's a very satisfying
it is,
thing.
bro. It is.
Like there's just something about it. Like if you've never welded anything before, I mean, I feel like everybody has an odd
Yeah,
enjoyment out of like burning shit. This is like to a whole nother level, like
yeah. So
melting it and then fucking putting it
yeah,
together and like
like it's
yeah,
such a violent process that you can
yeah,
control. Like you literally got the power of the sun at your fingertips.
right.
So uh I could explain it to somebody who's never welded before. You know, when you color, when you got a box or something that you're coloring with a crayon, and
Yeah.
and you coloring all around, and you go and you never go outside the lines, and it's just beautiful. And you know, that's the only way I can really convey that feeling. And you look at it, you like, damn, that's dope. You know, I don't know. It's just a soothing to me. It's just a soothing process. Dirty as hell. You get, you know, it's
Yeah.
like I said, yeah, you can burn your shit. You can burn yourself
Yeah.
up. You got 6,000 degrees of shit flying on you and all that. You can go blind.
Yeah.
You know, the
Yeah. You gotta have the mask and shit. Nah,
yeah,
but I think that makes it more fun too, like the little element of
the hood. Yeah,
danger.
you got the
Yeah.
hood on.
When I was I got locked up when I was a teenager, and I did a Maryland mechanic apprenticeship while I
Yeah,
was there because it
yeah,
got us out for the day. We got to go work at the State
yeah,
Highway Administration. They put us through like a mechanic, literally like mechanics
yeah,
program, and it was cool because and I ended up hating. I got a job as a mechanic when I got out for like a week, and then I hated it because it was so crooked. But what was cool about the state highway administration was they just brought in like the trucks and the vehicles like because they were fucked up, and you just fixed it. You weren't trying to get over on anybody. It was just
yeah,
like
yeah,
they
yeah,
fucking backed this big ass telephone pole truck into a telephone pole, and that was they smashed a steel bumper one time, and they
yeah.
brought it in, and you wanna weld this
Fix
off,
it.
and I
Yeah.
was like, yeah. I was like, you just gonna, I had no idea. They were just like, here's how you fire it up, and and they just let me do. I'd fucking, welded that shit, heated it up, dropped it off, like
Yeah. So you
bang the shit
so
back in the, you know what I'm saying?
so
Like,
you so what you were using is a cutting torch. So
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah,
had you cut the shit down. Yeah, yeah,
yep,
man.
yep.
Yeah. That's
So
fun.
yeah,
That's
I
fun.
was immediately in love with it. So I know I understand when you told me you were doing it. I was like, I remember that excitement of like, oh yeah, yeah, no, I'm good. I got this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure it out. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
that's
Yeah, man.
dope.
Yeah, man.
Um,
So,
and Tay's doing it too, right? And he,
so Dante has welding skills, but Dante is certified. Dante is my son. For anybody,
yeah,
yeah, he's man. Dante's doing great. Dante is
yeah,
he's got welding skills. He's a certified HVAC technician and a certified plumber down here in Texas. You know, man, that boy, that's my dog. That's my dog.
that's some Smith
And
shit right there, man.
you already know, man. And those are three things that no one could ever take away from him.
Yeah.
No one, I don't care how bad the economy is. If he got his own tools, he always can make a living. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
And
So,
everybody always needs that work too.
yep. And see,
Yeah.
and Dante works for Walmart distribution center, not Walmart, the stores. He works
Yeah.
at the big joint, so he's like overseeing their HVAC and
Oh
he's like a
wow.
like the maintenance of their HVAC systems.
Yeah.
They're getting these little robotic trucks and shit coming in now. He's working on
Damn.
the assembly line that sorts all the shit and loads
Yeah.
of trucks. He keeps all that running, bro.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. So
That's super cool.
yeah, man. He's, I ain't trying to put his business out there, but he's making some cash, man. He's up there he's almost at 40 an hour now, which is something that Dante's what 23.
Yeah. That's
And
crazy.
if I was making that kind of money,
Oh my God. And he's down there in Texas too?
oh, yeah, he lives down here, got his own apartment. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Got just bought a new car last year. I went down to the dealership with him and got him
Yeah.
a Kia, and man, he got a girl. He's chilling.
That's my dog,
He's
man. I
chilling. Yeah,
love Dante. Yeah, so for those of you guys that don't know Luther, he has a hashtag long live the Smith fam. And I put in my little little ad for this podcast, GOAT Dad. I mean, he literally is. He raised has and is continuing to raise some of the best
yeah.
just young people you'll ever meet in your life. And I give you your flowers too, man. I wish you were my dad. Like because you're
I feel you.
you fight for it, you know what I mean? Literally and figuratively, that you had your brand, you have your brand. I fight for it, and you have always lived by those words. And you're such a good example of like doing stuff that might not be like everyone else might be like, well, how are you gonna make that work? And it's like,
Yeah.
don't worry about that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this is
Yeah.
what I want to do. so I'm gonna make it work, you know?
Yeah,
And I think the
exactly.
kids seeing that, growing up and seeing all the things you've accomplished is just so cool because I know that they believe they can do anything and they can, you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
with you behind them, I know that I'm always excited to see what they're up to because I know they're always gonna be doing some cool stuff. And what's up with Trent? She's still in Florida?
yeah. She moved in Florida, Pensacola now. She's doing
Yeah.
her thing. You know, she skates when she wants to sometimes.
Yeah.
She has her own apartment.
Yeah.
She's working with she works at well shit, my bank, Navy Federal Credit Union. So she works
Yeah.
with them. She handles all the fraud shit. Like
Oh, damn.
yeah, yeah. But she still gets in her filming. You know, she went to school
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
she still does her filming, her TikTok and all that. She's got mad followers over there, and
Yeah.
she's still being great, man. Like
Yeah.
she's
Nah, she did some cool stuff. She went to Full Sail. That was actually like my dream school.
yeah,
So I was so excited when Lou told me that she was going there because I'm like, just
yeah,
knowing her, I knew she was gonna just do all kinds of cool stuff. And
yeah.
yeah, that's dope. And then how's my man Jacoby?
Kobe's good. Kobe's good. He's
Yeah.
he's on track team now. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
Yo, Jacoby's tall as shit, bro.
I know. I see these pictures, and it's just always hard because in my brain, he's just
Yeah.
that little marshmallow guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I just like in my brain, I can still just scoop him up and just hold him like a little. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, Jacoby's good.
Yeah,
Shayla,
that's crazy.
yeah, man. My daughter Jadea, she's still up in Maryland.
Yeah.
She works with like preteen. I mean, not preteen, but pre-K kids.
Okay.
She loves teaching, so she's right
Damn.
in her element. That's what she
Yeah.
wants to do.
Yeah.
Shayla, my youngest daughter, she's on the wrestling team in high school now, so she
Come on, man. That's fire.
yeah,
Damn.
you know. So man, Jacoby played football last year for the
Yeah.
first time. He loved it.
How do you like it?
He loved it, man. He gonna play again
Yeah.
next year. I'm gonna work with him this summer, get him a little bigger. He's taller.
Yeah.
He's sprouting up. I want to get him out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, the kids are doing good. My wife is good. She's in the house. She works from home now. She's
Okay.
good. Rachel's
Yeah. What's Rach up to now? What is she doing? Work wise?
employee benefits. She helps people with their benefits, like
But
your.
she's with Affleck? Is she still
No,
doing the Affleck
she's
stuff?
not with them no more. She works
Okay.
for a private company here now.
Oh, cool. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I think she's tied to Apple. I don't know what she be doing.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You always got some stuff going
Yeah,
on. We still got our Affleck stuff that she
yeah,
did for
yeah.
me. Yeah, yeah, we still
And
got
she's
it going.
happy. She's happy with
Yeah,
it, man. She's doing
yeah.
what she want to do, man. And then that
That's
leaves me
good.
to do what I want to do,
Right.
Make
That's
sure they're
key,
good.
man. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
That's key, man.
yeah,
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
yeah,
I try to balance all that stuff out with Aaron too. It's just
yeah,
such an important part to keep the peace so you can do
yeah.
stuff that you want to. We're doing all kinds of crap right now. I'm trying to sell my mom's house and we're trying to buy our first house and then
Gotcha, gotcha.
all the stuff that comes with that. They want to dig into
Yeah,
everything you've done and everything you're gonna
yeah,
do and
yeah.
yeah, it's an invasive process, but
Sure is. I finally unloaded my house there in Maryland.
oh, you did?
I sold it there last year. Yeah, I had a tenant that was renting it from me, and they ended up buying it from me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was like, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I'm just trying to get this travel to train this thing going, bro.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
Yeah,
That's the main thing. That's the main
sure.
thing. So I know you've been working on this for a while,
Yeah.
just trying to put everything together. So walk us through like what's the plan, like what it is, all
So
that stuff.
first and foremost, travel to train is you know how we are. We're just talking about being able to do things that you love to do, and so man, we ain't promised tomorrow. So and we
Hmm.
only on this earth for a short period of time, Jay. So I made a promise to myself a long time ago when I linked up with you. I'm only doing shit that I enjoy doing from now on.
Yeah,
Not making myself, I'm not above working a job now, but
yeah,
don't get it twisted. If I need to go out there and get it, I go get it. But
right.
been blessed to be able to do what I want to do. But anyway, travel to train is a like a marriage of two things that I love.
Yeah,
uh, RVing,
yeah,
I got an RV, got my big RV, got that right, and then fighting and combat sports. So I was just thinking last year, I was like, man, what can I do to combine these two? And then again, flowers to you, you popped in my mind how we used to bounce around and go to different spots training.
Yeah.
I was like, man, now they have shows that showcase, 24, when you go and see how people train, but they don't have
Yeah.
shows that like I'm doing, like if I want
Yep.
to if I want to RV and go somewhere, I'm gonna pick somewhere where I can go highlight the trip, the camping site
Yeah.
that I'm at, and then the second half of the show could be like, all right, which gym is by here? Let me
Right.
train with these athletes and give people a sneak peek on how these guys really perform,
Yeah.
how they get ready to perform on a world stage, because
Yeah.
that's a being that I used to, fight and stuff. I understand the hard work and the craziness that goes on with getting ready. People don't
Yeah.
realize that fight night is the fun part.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
The hard work is like behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So. But anyway, that's how Travel the Train came about in my mind, man. So I was gonna start it last year, but I was kind of skeptical. I had an F-150. I was like, I probably need a little bit more muscle because I'm gonna be doing all
Yeah.
that driving.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I upgraded to a 250 so I could pull my rig behind me. And then it's just something that I put in my mind that I want to do. I LLC the business and then fuck it, let's go,
Yeah. Yeah. No,
So
I'm excited. It's a great idea. You have perfect
yeah,
personality for it.
yeah.
Um,
And then once I get it, once we get some episodes deep, I'll shop into some networks, man, and see if they
yeah,
pick it up.
absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
'Cause it's gonna be
And
fun,
that's
man.
that's that's the cool thing too. Now, like I said, with the what we were talking about earlier about the
Yeah,
audience and stuff, like you might not
yeah.
even have to.
That's true. That's
You
true.
get 8 million followers on YouTube. Like,
That's true.
uh,
Yeah, what I need
I
a network for, yeah.
yeah, I really became a student of YouTube during the pandemic. 'Cause I got like, man, social media started fucking me up during that time. Everyone was arguing and then just thinking about what we could do, what we couldn't do. Like I was so stressed out. Like I started not going on. I started not going on Facebook and Instagram as
Yeah,
much.
you
But then you
you
still have
got it.
that compulsion to like get on your phone. So
Yeah,
that's how I stumbled onto YouTube and I started watching
yeah.
stuff on YouTube. And then what was cool about it is it's so curated. Like once you start
The
watching some
algorithm.
stuff,
Yep.
it starts suggesting more stuff that you like to watch, and it's just like, man, this is where I like to be. So
Yeah.
I fell in love with it, and I started realizing like, I started following like Logan Paul and like Mr. Beast and this and that. And,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Mr. Beast is so big now. He has, I think it's like 300 million subscribers or something like that, right?
Damn.
And I was watching this interview with him, and he was talking about how at this point it makes there aren't advertisers that can afford to advertise on his channel. Like
Damn.
the amount of money that they would have to pay, they're just like, I can't. But he's like, I gotta ask for what I'm. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. I
there's
know.
300 million
Yeah, you can't cap.
people. You
There's
know what
no
I'm saying?
can't cap put a
Yeah.
cap on it. Yeah.
So what he started doing was he made Feastables, the candy bar, and then he has these kid toys, these little like Mr. Beast animal things, and you put them in water, and I don't even they did like a little burger thing. I think that shit closed down, but the Feastables and the kids toys and then he does the Lunchly thing now with Logan Paul. Anyways, he got so big that it didn't even make sense to advertise anybody else's stuff. He started other businesses to advertise his own
His
stuff.
own
I'm just
shit.
like,
Yeah.
bro, I'm trying to get to that. That's what I'm trying to be on that. You
Yeah,
know what
he
I
keeping
mean?
it all in house. Yeah, yeah.
All in house,
Yeah.
where you're like like you're
You paying
you're to a
yourself to
point where
advertise your own shit.
yes. You know what I mean? That's fucking
Yeah,
fire right there,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
So, but that was the other reason why I got really excited when you said that you were gonna get this thing going, because I'm like I've been telling myself like I'm gonna get this podcast going. I'm gonna start training. I got my one guy say that I'm like kind of trained to be my guy, my to help me with all this stuff. Like I'm teaching, he's been shooting some stuff for me. I'm teaching him how to
Gotcha.
edit.
Yeah,
And anyways, well, we really want to pump this YouTube channel up so that also like as you get your joint going and we like commingle, like
yeah, for
you know what I'm
sure.
saying? You can help
Yeah,
kind of like if my shit's starting to take off and I can have you back on the podcast, or I can
yeah,
be like, hey, this
yeah,
week We're
yeah,
gonna do the podcast from the fucking rig. I'm gonna go hook up with Luther, and you know what I'm saying.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
just that synergy and try to get things going. And I know you and me have the same kind of work ethic. So
Yes,
yeah, I'm
sir. You
excited for
already
you, bro.
know.
I know it's gonna take off, and I
Yeah,
can't wait to see all the stuff that you do with it. And
yeah, man. Yeah, I'm
you
excited
plan
for
to come here in March, yeah?
Yeah, I'm coming in March. I get on the road on the 5th. I'm driving all
Yeah.
the way up there to the 1,452 miles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the $600 in gas,
Sheesh.
one way, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
But no, I
serious.
got it. I got it all worked out, man. And
Yeah.
so I'm gonna come up there. My daughter's birthday. She turns 21 on March 13th. So,
Okay.
and she's in Maryland
Little
anyway. So it's a
little
two.
double whammy.
Yeah, you already know. So I'm coming up there to see her first, first and
Yeah.
foremost.
Yeah.
But while I'm up there,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop by and hopefully if you I know you said Gary got some I got a scrap.
So that week we have the Grand National tournament
Okay.
in
Okay.
Delaware, which is dope because it's only an
Yeah.
hour away from here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, man.
perfect.
Yeah.
And so Gary's doing it. And like the whole team is
So
Gary.
the whole squad.
Yeah, the whole squad, like literally,
Oh,
it's
that's
the
dope. I
first
get to
thing
see all of
everyone's
y'all.
doing,
All
like
right.
old WKA days, like that shit. Like the
Man,
whole team is doing it. You know what
man,
I'm saying?
when you gonna get a level up bus?
Man, I don't know. Hopefully next year. I would love. We were talking about when you were here. I was like, man,
Yeah.
we need an RV. We need a level
Yeah.
up RV because we were driving back then when Line
Yep.
Fight was popping. We were going to Connecticut all the
All
time.
the time.
We drove Spanky up there the one time. Y'all know about Spanky,
They don't
bro.
know about Spanky,
Don't
boy.
know about the two
They don't know
seater.
about the
You know what I'm
smart car,
saying? The
Spanky
smart car
Smarts.
on a bitch. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Spanky
Oh,
Sparks.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, we went everywhere. We went to New York. We went to
Yeah.
Connecticut all the time. We
Mm-hmm.
we always go to Virginia, right there next door.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Then we flew. Then Worlds, man. Oh, I ain't never gonna forget
Yeah.
Italy. Oh man.
That was a magical trip, man.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a magical trip. That
That
was
was
a
dope.
special.
That
Yeah.
was that was 18 all the way, boy. I still
Yeah.
got that picture where you got
Yeah.
real 18, but then us, it was
Yeah.
so perfect. We didn't even do it on purpose.
Yeah. Nah, that was crazy, man. Well, that
Yeah,
was us, man. That was our team. You,
yeah,
me, Jared,
yeah,
and Pat,
yep,
just going around the world trying to kick some ass on a
yep.
bitch. Just
Having a good time, man.
yeah, man. We
Raging
had
King
some awesome memories. That trip was so fire because we had uh we were walking. Remember, we were walking to that one restaurant a couple times a week. And
yeah,
I never forget, man, because the food was so good.
fresh.
I have all these pictures. I have this one picture I really like is you, me, Rach, and Trevor when we went to Pisa.
Yep,
Uh,
yeah,
and that's crazy because you look at this picture of me and I think we're almost like a weekend at that point. And I'm eating pasta every day, and I'm like, I lost weight while we were there. I'm like, bro, our food
this
must
is
be
walking and
fucked up.
shit.
Yeah, we definitely were walking, but I'm
Yeah,
like, it's still crazy that I can be eating pasta over there like that. And it was so, man, the food was so good.
yeah,
And
boy.
I remember we the first time we stumbled into that restaurant and they walked past us with like this big ass tray of just like steaks. There was
Oh
like all,
yeah,
and it was sizzling, and we were like, "Yo, Sunday night,
I
we're
want
coming
that.
back to
I
get
want
that shit."
that.
And bro, we went back on Sunday, and they were closed.
Oh, yep.
I'm literally still heartbroken over that shit because I know that meat was fucking
I know, bro.
incredible.
I remember that shit. Yeah, yeah.
Oh man,
Damn. Yeah, but
we
man,
watched that shit go by, and we were like,
yeah,
Sunday. And then
yeah.
Sunday pulled up and we were like, damn,
Damn.
you can't get
Yep.
shit. There wasn't nothing open. Like that was a crazy thing. I wasn't expecting that about much they just close shit over there. I was like, y'all are some dickheads, man. I respect it in the sense of taking care of their people. Like
Yeah.
I think we have such a grind mentality here where we're just like we gotta always be working,
Yeah.
and we
It just
do,
it just goes to
but
show.
you
It
gotta
just,
have some balance though too.
yeah, yeah, that was good times, man. But I can't wait to get up that way and kick it with y'all, man. Literally kick it with y'all.
Yeah.
And then get this thing recording. You know, I'm new to all this recording stuff, man. I got me a 360 camera. I
Nice.
got the harnesses. I got the video mount thing for the
Yeah.
so I can have it outside the car, mounted on the.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got all of that, bro.
You get all the good
All of
B-roll shots.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
all of that. Yeah, I got all of that stuff, man. Of course, I got my trusty phone.
Yeah, man, shit. You know, that's a lot of the vloggers on YouTube that blew up. You know, they all like, started boom, 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 boom. You just get
Yeah,
whatever you need. And like I said, whenever I can get out and link up with you and film and do
yeah,
some stuff,
bro.
I definitely want to. And I
Yeah,
100% would like to help come on as like a producer.
man. I already told you that's a go. Yeah,
Yeah, because what I could do for you is help line up like places to go and uh line up like, okay, this is like these days they're gonna do this, and then they got the fight this weekend. You're already gonna be in that area, so you can
yeah.
get a lot of like dope content and stuff
In one
like that.
trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And maybe even like I think I'll sit down and write it all out like what I'm thinking, so that way I can send it to you. You can take a look and see what you think. But like, even I know people everywhere, especially in
Yeah.
connected to this thing. So I think I could even probably find some people that could help step in and like help do some filming and stuff too. So
Yeah.
that way you're not just having to do everything on your own and shit too.
Hey,
So
bro. Hey,
yeah, I'm trying to help you do whatever I can to help that thing blow up, because I believe in it, and I think it's gonna be
yeah,
a big show, man, for sure.
it's gonna be dope, man. I already know. It's
Yeah.
gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Most important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got anything planned for after this first trip?
that's so after this first trip, not really. I'll probably do something in Louisiana
Yeah.
because I got there's this guy who used to be my man Jesse. He used to fight in Bellator.
Okay.
I might link up with him, see what he got going on. That's a little closer to home. And then of course Texas
Right.
is so. But yeah, but then I want to get up in Philly. I want
Yeah.
to get up there, and it ain't just Muay Thai, kickball. It's whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Combat sports
Uh
in general. Yeah. So
yeah, and I like, cuz man, I got a fucking
Florida.
idea already.
Yeah.
Um I gotta link you up with Bob Perez, because he's right there in Houston, and he
Okay.
trains
Beast.
Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Beast. Yeah.
bro.
Black Beast.
You
Yeah.
and Derek Lewis, bro. That's some funny shit right there, man. I already know. That's
Already.
hilarious. That's hilarity,
That'll
like
set us up.
guaranteed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all fuck around and end up becoming best friends or
Yeah,
something.
man. Yeah, bro. Then Charlo, he's opening the gym right across from my house now. They ain't even
No shit.
yeah, they just put the sign up and everything, man. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check that out.
Yeah, you can stay busy right in Texas,
Yeah,
honestly.
but I wanna but see,
Yeah.
the thing is travel to train.
Yeah.
I want that first half. I want to grab that audience too, that outside,
No, I think that's
outdoor
key. Yeah.
that outdoor audience, man, that
Yeah.
RV, because people, people think RVing or camping, they think you sleeping in tents and shit, man. You'd be
Right.
surprised how many times I had to explain to people
Yeah.
what an RV
No. I'm
entails.
going to be inside in
Yeah,
luxury,
bro. Like my army days
enjoying
over, dog. I
myself.
ain't doing that shit no more. I ain't
Yeah.
camping no more. Yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah. Well,
but
you lived it to the extreme. Like people don't, if people don't know, when the pandemic hit, now were you, because you took off in the RV and went down to
yeah, we were
you
full
got
time. Yeah, cool.
family
Yeah,
land down in Louisiana, right?
yeah. The land that my father grew on. It used to
Mm-hmm.
be I think it was like over 50 something acres, but they over the years they slowly sold it off. Or 300 something acres. Over the years they slowly sold it off, and it's down to 5 acres now.
Okay.
My dad has, man. Let me tell you something, Jay. This 5 acres, bro. You can stand on it, and you can take your shoes off and walk the entire 5 acres, and you won't cut your foot.
Oh wow.
That's how my
You might
dad.
been
My,
on that shit.
my
Yeah.
dad's been curating. I mean, he's down
Yeah.
there. He look like he's down there with scissors cutting
Yeah.
that. Because right next to us on this side, it's all woods and blah, and
Right.
behind us woods. But then you got this oasis that just open up, and
Yeah.
that's what we call the Ponderosa. My pops, man,
Yeah.
we got an RV pad put in. I put a big storage building there, a nice storage. It's like a barn. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I put that there. I built a road to put like because it was just all ground. So I built a road
Right.
there while we were there. But anyway, to answer your question, yeah, when we left Maryland, we were full time in the RV, the whole family. We lived in it
Mm-hmm.
about I want to say 11 months straight, a whole year
Yeah.
during the pandemic. And
Right.
um, so yeah, man, we were like while everybody was shut down in the house, we were outside
Yeah.
like shooting guns and shit.
Right.
Traveling all over the country, going from RV park to RV park, man. And then
Yeah.
it just worked out that way. And then yeah, bro, that was home base. Louisiana was home base. So whenever we
Right.
go somewhere, we would come back to home base, plot out another trip, go
Mm.
do it, come back to Louisiana. I didn't get a chance to make it out to Cali, but everywhere else we've been all over
Yeah.
the place, man. But so
Yeah.
that's how that started. But then the family got tired of that shit, and it was like
Yeah.
kids were like, all right,
Okay, Dad.
it's
Yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how we ended up here, man. My sister-in-law, we came to visit her, and then the kids were like, "Man, we like it here," and I was like,
Yeah.
"It's Texas though." But then I got here and was like, "Fuck, it is cool," and we never left. Been here ever since, bro. So
That's dope.
yeah,
I mean I've been I mean I obviously gonna come down and visit you
yeah, come
and
through. You already know, Jay.
you
Come
know
through.
like I
But
said I got Heritage Muay Thai in Houston. That's
yeah,
Mike Corley's gym. He was my first guest on this version of the podcast, and he's the president of USA Muay Thai.
I saw that
He's got
episode.
his gym down there, and then he used to be in. They used to be in a spot downtown in Houston. I can't think of the damn name of it, but and then Bob Perez, as far as I know, he's still operating out there. Corley left to open up his own spot because he said sometimes with games and stuff, traffic would get so crazy in there, and
Yeah,
he just wanted to
yeah.
get out a little bit of the city so he could be in a. But anyways, yeah, there's definitely some people down there, and then I've been man, I I have this odd. I'm just really drawn to Austin. There's something about Austin. I always hear all this good stuff, and they got South by Southwest down there. They got a big
Yo,
video game thing. So
you will love Austin because Austin, Texas is an artsy. Uh,
right, that's what I keep
that
hearing. You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
you man, listen, you would love it. Now it's just people doing their own thing, and you gonna fit
Right.
right in because you're doing your own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Check it out, man. Come on down.
Yeah, I don't. I know Aaron. Well, you know Aaron. So now Aaron's. She's got the lab at Hopkins. So we're Marylanders probably forever, which is fine. I'm not complaining at all.
I feel you.
And
Yeah.
she, you know, she obviously made that. She
Yeah.
made that
Oh,
decision
I
to
know.
stay
I
here
was
with
there
me.
while she was
So,
sacrificing, going through those
yeah.
jumping. Yeah, man. Yeah.
But I will say the people she works with sometimes be pissing her off, and I'm like, man, let's just get the fuck out of here. I keep trying to convince her to go to. I'm like, let's just go to Mexico. I'm like, man, we instead of buying this house, I'm like, let's just take this money from my mom's and just go to. I was trying to get her to go to Thailand, but she's like, ain't no way. And I was like, all right, well, I think next best thing, let's just go to Mexico. We stretch this money out for a long time, and
Yeah.
so
But
yeah,
peep
we'll see.
though. Peep
Huh?
this though. Peep this though, Jay. Now, I ain't got, well, you might not know this, but I know for sure Aaron knows that the
Yeah,
medical facilities down here in Houston,
yeah,
she could do the same thing she's doing up there.
yeah,
And whether I know Johns Hopkins is John Hopkins, but man, we got Memorial Hermann. We got
yeah.
it's some nice it ain't no slouches down here when it comes.
Right. Oh no, no, 100%.
She
Well, she honestly,
she could get
cause
work down
she,
here easy.
yeah,
Yeah.
cause she does, she studies, she's studying, her work is in regeneration. So
Yeah.
she's in, like the biology. She's trying to figure out how we could regenerate our own limbs.
That's
Like,
what's up.
yeah, she's still, yeah, you know what I'm saying? She's really
Hey,
on some like mad scientist type shit,
oh,
you know?
Doc Ock ass.
Right, you know what I'm saying? She's like Doc
Yeah,
Kirk Connors, the lizard. That's
yeah,
her.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she studies zebrafish, and they can like grow back their fin and part of their jaw if it gets torn off.
Yeah.
So she studies their genetics and tries to figure out what makes them able to do that and how we could potentially
Can't
do it ourselves. So
can't Occupy.
she definitely could do that wherever. It's just
Yeah,
you know, Hopkins is Hopkins, like you said, for sure.
yeah, yeah, man. Yeah. Octopus do that too, right? Something like that. Starfish.
Yeah, yeah, there's a bunch of them that do.
Yeah.
They have like yeah that ability, and
Yeah.
yeah, the zebrafish is like just her thing
Okay.
that she studies. But yeah, yeah,
That's
it's
what's
really
up.
it's cool. I know it's such a cool thing to think about. I was like telling people, I'm like, yeah, my wife just teaching me how to regenerate and shit. You know what I'm
and
saying?
and and she'll kick you in your fucking face.
And she could probably kick your jaw off your face and then try to tell you how to regenerate it. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what's up, man. Well, look, hey, bro, come on down. If you do come swing down this way, man, let me know.
Yeah. I need to. Because I'm trying to do the same thing too. I really want to get this. I really want to get the vlog going. Like I'm doing the podcast. So I want to try to get some vlogs going too, and do some traveling and stuff like that too. So
Yeah,
yeah. And like I said, I'm definitely trying to link up with you for the shows whenever I can just come out and
yeah,
just come kick it with you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Wherever you
for sure.
are.
Yeah,
If it's somewhere I can get to quick,
yeah,
I think that'd be a good time. I always told people, I'm like, man, me and Luther I should have had somebody filming us the whole time that we were up here
traveling
anyway.
anywhere. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, bro, all we ever did was cut up and have fun. And I'm like, people don't understand. That
Kick
shit
ass.
would have been a hit TV show for sure.
Yeah, bro. It'd have been like Robin Big, but just
Robin Big,
like
yeah,
fighting type shit.
yeah, on some fighting shit,
Yeah.
100%.
But
Yeah, we
how's Gary doing, man? How's Gary? I know is he ready? He's ready for the. I know he's ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so he's fighting remember the first guy that Pat fought on Lion Fight, Powell. He fought this dude Powell on the first time we were on Lion
Oh,
Fight.
I do remember. I do
Yeah, he
remember him.
that's who
Yeah.
he's fighting. He's fighting
Okay.
Powell.
He's still in the
So
business. Okay.
yeah, you know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
He was out for a little while. He made his way back. People do. And then
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, he's still around. He fought Jovan. I know you might not remember him, but Jovan was coming up when you were coming up too around the way.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was he was in Pat's division and like right around Passington, and I think we used to cross train with them sometimes and stuff too. But yeah, him and Jovan had a fight like a month or two ago. And it was pretty close, but I think Gary's gonna knock this dude out. I
yeah.
think it's a frustrating situation because he's supposed to be. We were supposed to be this month was supposed to be the final fight for
Up in
the
Canada,
road to
right?
one.
Was it up in
Um,
Canada?
well, they were gonna do it here, so the last year, so this is last year they had Gary did a road to one tournament. And what
Tournament.
they
I
did
remember that.
was
I remember that. Yeah.
they made four tournaments basically where they had hold on one sec. My man, appreciate it. I ordered some coffee. Thank you, Zay. That's my guy right there. I was just telling you about Zay.
Yeah.
Uh he's the fucking man. I'm telling you. Bro, I'm so lucky right now. You know, I feel like when you were here and Jared, it helps to have some people, some riders with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And after the pandemic, kind of everybody, we all had to go do what we had to do to survive.
Yeah, I feel you.
And
Yeah.
then now I had to like completely rebuild the team for the most part. But anyways, I got my guy Say and I got another guy Adrian that I call Adrian's my right hand man, Say my left hand man, and like. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're fucking amazing. So I got shout them out. I got mad love for them. Anyways, so yeah, last year, they kicked off a road to one tournament. They did four tournaments. They did one in New York, one in Canada, one in the UK, and one in Australia. And they weren't all one night tournaments. They had them like spread out a little bit. So they kicked it off early last year, and then the one date that was like 100% set in stone was supposed to be the semifinals date, and that was November 23rd in Canada.
Yeah.
On November 23rd in Canada, the four winners from those other tournaments were all supposed to meet in Canada. They were going to do the draws, and
Yeah.
they weren't. That was not even one night either. The one didn't want them to do any one night things for whatever reason, which I'm like, man, let's just get the shit over with. But
Yeah.
so that night was supposed to determine who the two finalists were, and then they were going to figure out where the two finalists were going to fight. So November 23rd rolls around, everything kind of starts going haywire. They're trying to figure out who's going to do what. Then there was some talk of it splitting into two finals, and there was going to be two winners, and it got just everything just went crazy, you know. And the guy, they finally decided that the UK guy and the Australia guy would fight. 'Cause even though they're far apart, they're a little bit closer. And then obviously USA and Canada are closer, so it just kind of made sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The
Geographic.
Canadian guy is really a Brazilian guy and decided to go back to Brazil to train. Uh, for what I don't, it wasn't going to make any difference anyway.
Don't
And
matter. Yeah.
then
Yeah. Yeah.
the
He's still gonna get.
Canadian, the guys from Canada who trained him also run the tournament, and they're like, "We're not flying you back from fucking, you know what I mean? Like, why would you
Yeah.
go? You know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, he added
Yeah.
all this extra shit, and I feel like he kind of did it just to get them, just to kind of have an excuse to not do the fight. You know,
Yeah.
oh, they won't fly me back, and da 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 da. And then it got down to the wire where they were like, "Fuck it, let's just fly him back and just get it over with." Like even they knew Gary was gonna win, and he was just like, "I'm not coming." So we're on to the finals, which is cool, but we want to fight for it. You know, for
Yeah.
one, for
Yeah.
two, he won. Gary won both of his fights by knockout in his branch of the
His
tournament
bracket.
in New
His
York.
bracket. Yeah.
So he's on a roll, you know. And
Yeah.
then we're like, okay, cool. Let's get this last semifinal fight. Knock this dude off. He's gonna have three knockouts, 3-0 on the year. Like that's a solid ass year. And then
Solid
we're
way to
rolling
end it.
into
Yeah.
2025, just waiting on the date to figure out when they're gonna do the final fight. The other so then that semifinal fight's out the window. We're through to the finals, which is not how we wanted to do it, but it is what it is. And then this other semifinal fight they actually did on One FC, which is cool as shit. Now I'm like, damn, I wish
Man.
we would have been one of them
Oh,
because I'm
I
like,
know, right?
they
Yeah.
got it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Uh, so them two have their fight. The UK guy beats the Australian guy. It was an okay fight, not nothing crazy. Didn't end in a knockout or anything. Went to decision. It was a cool fight, but I still think Gary beats both of them. Whatever. But at least I'm like, okay, now we know who the finalist is. And Warriors Cup, talked to everybody, and everyone was cool with Warriors Cup doing the final because they got to pay for the shit. You know what I'm saying? Whoever they got to fly the guy from Australia. You know,
Yeah. I
me and
got you.
Gary don't hound them to fly us up. We just drive up. You know, they give us a hotel and, but they got to pay the purses. Like it's all on them financially. So it's not easy. You know.
Yeah.
But they want to do it. They started the tournament. They want to kick things off and finish things, obviously. So they reach out to the guy and are like, "Hey, February 21st, let's do this final. We'll get you out here, you and your coach or whatever." And he says he's not available until June, which is insane. Like, bro, you remember like you took a fight on
June.
1 week notice to fight on
Yes.
Legacy. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like when
Yeah.
there's like a big opportunity like
You
that,
gotta
like
you got
we
you gotta do it. Yeah.
yes, bro. So
Yeah.
like to me this guy is saying no to one FC. That's how I see it cuz he's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like how could anything else be more important than like plus you done already literally won your way. He's won
Yeah.
3 fights to get
Yeah.
here and now he's going to put it on the back burner so he can he's doing a title fight in May. So he took another fight in May. And then now we got to hope that after that fight he's not all fucked up and isn't
Yeah.
suspended for 6 months
Yeah. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like has a blown ACL and is out for a year and then we're just still in limbo.
Yeah.
So we're just for some reason we're at this guy's mercy. I feel like one should just be like, man, fuck him. He doesn't want to fight. Cool. Like let's just Gary wins. Let's bring him on. Like that is what it is. It's a shitty way to do it, but like I know if I'm the promoter, I'm not waiting for somebody that's telling me, "Oh, I'll get around to it later." Like that's
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah. That's wild, man. That's
And we're
wild.
talking about literally the top organization in the world. Like they're not gonna. they're not gonna you're not he's not gonna last with them doing that anyway. Like oh
Yeah,
I'm not available type shit. Like they don't do that. You know what I mean? Like you
yeah.
like one is like we got this hard ass fight for you. That's it. You know what I mean? And then you say okay cool I'll be
He ain't
there.
available because he don't want to be available.
Hmm. That's exactly what it is.
He
And you
don't
know
want to
me,
be
man, I
available.
try to be political and not be like, oh, whatever. And I had to, man, I had to go hard a little bit on people this last year because I'm like, bruh, my patience is worn thin. Like my mother died, my Rex
Yeah,
was
I
like my
know.
baby,
Yeah,
like he passed. I'm like, I'm in here every day, no matter what. I'm doing my job. I'm making sure I'm here for my fighters. Like we showed up. We did everything we're supposed to do. I like fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, yeah. I feel
fuck
you.
you talking about oh, I'm gonna do this and do that or whatever. I'm like, man, that's a slap in our face. It's a slap in my face. I
Yeah,
feel like it's disrespectful to my mother even. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking that type shit personally. So yeah, I'm like, fuck this guy Joe Welch and fuck everybody who's trying to derail because Gary put in the work and did everything he was supposed to do. He showed up, he fought all the
yeah,
people he was supposed to fight, didn't never ask for no easy fights, and
yeah.
now here we are asking to fight the best in the world, and we gotta wait for some guy who wants to fight, do a bunch of side quests and shit, and it's
Yeah,
just crazy, man.
yeah, yeah. It'll be all right. Like you said, man.
Yeah.
You can't run high. You can only run so long before you got to run out of steam. And you got to face that music. Everybody want to be a beast. What they say, everybody want to be a beast until the real one come up.
Yeah.
And so,
So it's time to do beast things.
yeah, man. So there you go. And shoot, man, just tell Gary to keep going at it. I'll tell him when I can't wait to see all y'all, man, when I get out there.
Yeah, man, I'm so excited. I told the group chat because I talk about you all the time. I'm like, man, you guys. I'm like, I'm sad for you guys that you didn't get to experience the Luther era. So they're everybody's
Yeah,
excited to meet you, and
I'm
it's
pumped,
such a perfect time because they're literally like, I'm telling you, like pretty much everyone that fights Muay Thai here is doing this tournament. You know what I'm
man. Good.
saying? Like
Yeah,
we're squatted up for this one. Like
that's
we
what's
we
up.
just we've been training for it since like December. Like
Yeah.
everyone is locked in, ready to do this shit. So it's a perfect time to come, you know?
You know me, I'm gonna be there yelling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You already
Ooh,
know.
choo!
You
Yeah, yeah,
already know. Let's
yeah.
go. Let's
Yeah. No,
go.
I'm
Yeah. What's
hyped,
the date?
man.
What's the dates on the tournament?
It's the 12th through the 16th, but the 12th's like a weigh-in day. I think that's a
Yeah,
Wednesday. And
yeah.
then shit'll probably kick off on like Thursday, Friday. Probably Friday. I feel like Friday. It's not crazy packed like it's not crazy packed like the brackets aren't like massive like they fucking should be, which is really frustrating because I tell you this is the other thing that's crazy. So for the elite because they got a couple different weight classes. Like they have
Yeah.
like novice, which is like 5 and less, and then intermediate, which is like 5 to
10
I think
probably.
14 or something. And
Yeah.
then I think that's what yeah, and then so the elite is like 14 fights and up, and then the pros are allowed in this tournament. So that's why
Oh,
Gary's
that's
doing
tight.
it, you know,
Okay.
which is cool because like, when you went pro and Gary when you went pro and Pat and Luke and Jared that was it. Like you couldn't get a
Yeah.
pro fight, like you couldn't
Yeah.
fight. So now
Yeah.
these guys are able to do these tournaments and fight guys that
Stay
could
active.
potentially
Yeah.
go pro too, but are just
Stay
haven't
active,
made that
man.
choice yet. Stay
Yeah.
active.
Yeah.
Get 3 maybe 4 fights in a weekend like you
Yeah.
could have when you. So it makes going pro a little less scary because there's still
Yeah.
options to stay busy in between
Yeah.
fights. And if you win this, you are like this is the national tournament for
Mhm.
USA Muay Thai. So whoever wins this, especially the elite, is the top person in that weight class in the country,
Yeah.
amateur or pro. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and the winners of the elite are the representatives that are going to go to the IFMA tournament in
Yeah.
Turkey
Yeah.
in May. So yeah, that's where we're trying to get Gary, Trey, and Yaz. They're all in the elite, and yeah, man, I'm trying to take them there and get these gold
Yeah.
medals. You know?
Yasmin gonna kill somebody, man.
Oh
She's
yeah,
I could tell. I never talked to her a day in my life, but I can already see what kind of person she is. Though.
yeah,
Yeah, I can't
yeah.
wait, man. Yeah, yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, man. That's
Yeah. So we got a good squad, man. It's gonna be awesome to have you out for that.
sure.
I think they're all gonna benefit for some Luther energy and be excited to get in there
That's what
and
I
we're
do.
gonna kick this damn show off, man. I'm so
Oh, for
pumped about
sure.
that
For
for sure
sure.
too.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be in there filming.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get that in there and I guess let's figure out too what day if you want to come to the tournament, let me know and I'll do some legwork for you on that too about if we need any kind of like media shit to like film in there and stuff like that
Okay.
too, I'll
Okay.
get on that for you. So I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna put my producer hat on for you, brother. I'm
All
gonna
right.
handle some shit for you. You know what I'm saying?
All right. That's what's up, man.
Make sure this thing runs smooth
Yeah.
and takes off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's gonna take off regardless,
I
bro.
already know.
Make sure that shit take off. But yeah,
Yeah,
the smoother the better. But I don't give a fuck
yeah,
if it's bumpy, backward,
yeah,
it's gonna take off.
yeah. You gotta
You know
go
how we do.
backwards.
You know
That
how we
shit
do.
back up in there,
Yeah,
back
man.
up on a bitch.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Yeah, I get on the road on the 5th. I'll be there on the 6th, check into my RV spot. I'm staying at Cherry Hill, uh,
Okay.
RV resort up that way. Um, yeah, man. So I'm gonna be
Well, we'll
documenting
have some stuff planned, man. Like I said, I'll make sure I got some stuff ready to rock on our end, and
for
we'll get
sure.
you up here and get this thing rocking and rolling, brother.
You already know, man. I'm excited. Travel the train.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Well, all right, my brother. I'll
yeah.
fucking let you get back to it. And I really
Man, it's good.
appreciate you coming
Yeah.
on, and I miss you, man. I'm excited to see you. I'm glad. I'm excited they're kicking this thing off because, like I said, I got an excuse to. I'll be like, man, I need to get my content, so I gotta go link up with Luther. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I
Yeah,
gotta get
yeah,
out
yeah.
there. You
Nah, it's
know?
all good, bro. I'm
Yeah,
glad you having me. Miss y'all too, man. And
yeah,
being up there and it's gonna be good, yo. I think it's gonna be good. It's no better place to kick it off where I kicked it off at. So
yeah. Absolutely. No, I think that's perfect.
I was like, man, there's so many places around here, but then I was like, nah, it wouldn't
Yeah,
hit the same. I need to go
yeah,
there, you know. Then of course, maybe another time I'm gonna get with all them too, top five,
yep,
boy, all
yep,
that, Coach D, uh,
yep.
everybody, man. Try to get well, you know, depends on how this fight go with Tank. You know, him,
Yeah,
you know, the mic gonna knock him out. You know,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's so many people up there, man. Then I want to get to the Philly area. I even want to go to Canada, bro.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
drive.
but that's what I'm saying, man. I got connections in all those places. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I think we just gotta figure out, like sit down, figure out some dates, and then, bro, I'll line shit up for you. You know what I'm
All right,
saying? I'll help you
cool.
line all that shit up. I'm excited
Sound
to
like a
do it, man.
plan.
And that's honestly like that's honestly my dream job outside of this is to become a producer. So
Yeah.
yeah, you know, and I feel like the best way to get into anything is to do the work and show people that you can, and then you know
Yeah, I
the
already
results
know.
speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
You already know I know. I already know. I already seen the grind on it, man. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
excited to get up there and get it started, man. But yeah,
yeah, let's
I'm
get it.
fast. All right, man. Well,
Let's
shoot.
get it.
Yeah, go ahead and drink that coffee, man.
Yeah, I already know. I need to wake up. I still got 10 more hours worth of crap I gotta do over here. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
know how it
yeah,
goes.
I know.
What you got going on the rest of the day?
Shit. Kids coming home in a little bit. They're in school right now. I just wait for them
Yeah,
to get home and see what they want.
yeah,
I got my workout in already before I got on the call.
bet.
It's raining out there now, man. It's supposed to be raining all day today, bro. So
Oh shit.
I was gonna go wash my truck. I was gonna wash Onyx up, but
Yeah, yeah.
he, he already getting washed up out there.
Yeah, yeah. Nature's wash. Yeah.
Yeah, but everything is good. I'm just chilling, man, with the
Yeah,
fam, you know, and
yeah.
that's it, bro.
We'll give everybody my best. And we'll
Sure.
be in touch. Obviously, like I said, we'll start ironing everything out, get some details together for this trip, man, and get it rocking and rolling.
All right, bro. You do the same. And shoot, man. Make sure you tell everybody in the gym I said what up, and I'll see y'all next month, big dog.
Yes, sir. They're excited, brother.
Yeah, good. Me too.
All right, Luke. All right, I'll talk to you, brother.
All right, pimp.
Peace.
Peace.